Hey guys, Off Topic Games here, coming to you with a deck profile of the Nectar's post Fighters Collection 2015. To start it off, my grade zeros, I run 2 of the starters from the trial deck. I really like this card over the other starter you get because, or the grade 3 searcher, because one, this card basically nets you a better card than what it is on the field. You basically GB1 counterblast 1, put into the soul, and as long as you have a grade 2 or less rearguard on the field, you can call a copy of it from your deck. So that's really good. It sets up for other units in the deck, which I will explain later. Triggers, I run 2 crits, mainly because I like to play mind games with the opponent, make them think that I run more crits than I actually have. Also, it's really nice since all the units hit big numbers, so if you do by chance hit that crit, then it gives a lot more pressure than it should. 2 draw triggers, because draw triggers never hurt anyone. 4 heals. I feel like this is very standard in most any decks. I run 4 of these stand triggers. I really like these because 1, you can use them for guard, or 2, you can put them back into your deck with this effect. Basically, GB1, choose up to 2 of your units, and as long as they have the same name, give them both +5. And it's really nice. It's like a free shuffle in the deck. You can put it back in the deck, and it gives more chance for you to hit your stand triggers. It's also really good because it boosts up by 1 more stage your already ridiculous numbers, and that's just nice overall. 4 of these stand triggers, basically because they give +3 when you put into the soul, so it's kind of like you can use it for something else, I guess, other than just guard in your hand. Also, the reason why I run 8 stand triggers instead of 8 crits or 10 crits even is because since your guys do end up hitting huge numbers, I feel like stand triggers is really nice with the deck because you can attack multiple times with big numbers, like over 21k, instead of just critting for 2 damage. I feel like it gives a lot more pressure to the deck. Okay. Next, we have our grade 1s. 4 of the 8Ks. 1 because all the other grade 1s are kind of okay to me. I like the 8K because when you put them right on top of each other like this, when you create a column, they're 16k. If you have Asha's GB2, they become 26k. It's really easy to make numbers with the grade 1, with the 8k grade 1s than any other grade 1 in the deck, I think. 4 of the Stride Fodder, which I feel is just in this meta very, very standard. Also, this lets you search out for Asha, which you most definitely want to ride more than 95% of the time. And 4 of the Perfect Guards. I like the regular Perfect Guards more because certain decks kind of, you want to protect your rear guards, especially with a deck like this where you're so rear guard reliant. It's nice to be able to have that option of protecting them no matter what happens. Also, Counterblast isn't really too heavy in this deck, so you don't really need to worry about unflipping as much. So, yeah, that's the grade 1s. Grade 2, I run 4 Maiden of Gladiuses. This card is really good because when it's boosted, it's basically a free +1. You get to call a unit other than itself onto the field as long as you have a copy of it, and that just allows you to set it up for even more combos. If you have 2 of these on the field, you can just kind of bounce back between the 2, so it's really nice. 4 Barrage Warrior Watermelocks. I really like these guys more than the 12k attacker, more than anything else, because I feel like it's a very free 11k. Basically, as long as you have another one on the rearguard circle, it gets +2. They both get +2. So when you have other units like Multivitamin, that when you call and he gets +5, you can easily make 16k lines, and that's really nice to have. And lastly, I have 4 pineapples. I like pineapples again because it's really another free 11k rearguard, and it's 11k to whoever. It's not like the GB 112k tackle where you only attack the Vanguard. So this is really nice. This along with the watermelon, if you have the right amount in your hand, you can create really early G2 pressure that kind of forces your opponents to go to super high damage super early, or they lose a lot of cards in their hand. And that's always nice. For grade 3s, I run 4 Asha. This is probably one of the cards that will help you win. It's one of the winning strategies that most of the winning strategies in this deck requires you to have Asha under grade 3. So basically when you stride on top of Asha, you counterblast 1, and as long as you have 1 more unit on the field, you get to call a copy of it. That's also why I run 2 of the starters, so I will always have the target for Asha, assuming it's still there. Or I have a higher chance to have a target for Asha. And lastly, I run 4 Arboroses. There's actually no real reason why I run Arboros. It's a shiny card, looks nice, it's mainly used for stride fodder. Yeah, this is actually my girlfriend's deck and she really likes Arboros, so just put it in for her. And lastly, the stride units. First off, I run 2 multivitamin dragons. I really love this card, and I feel like it makes Neo Nectars super strong the first turn you stride. Basically, multivitamin skill is when your unit is placed on rearguard circle, choose up to 3 of your units with the same name, and they all get +5. So that's really nice because when you use it with Asha skill, you're almost guaranteed a +5 on at least 1 other unit. So this creates lots of pressure, and with the stand triggers, you can basically restand a solo lane rearguard for like 21k. 2 Jingle Flower Dragons. These cards are basically your mid-game or end-game cards that you want to ride. Basically, Jingle's effect is Persona Blast or Persona Flip, and if you have 2 or more face-up in the G-zone, all of your units get +2 for each of the units with the same name. So this is really nice because you don't need a copy. All of your units get +2 basically unconditionally, and that's really nice. So with the stand triggers, pretty much anything G2 or above in this deck will hit for numbers. Lastly, I run 4 Arborias. This card is really nice because you don't pay anything for it. As long as it hits, if you have another card on your rearguard circle, you can call a copy of it from your deck. So this is really good because if by some chance you don't hit any stand triggers, you still get a free attack. So yeah, that's my deck, and thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, have any comments, just leave it in the box below and I will try to get to it as quick as I can. Alright, thanks. Bye.